So hi everyone, this is Shirina Glodia again. So today I'm going to make another simple recipe. You can have it with macaroni or with roti, parata, rice too, bread. You know, it's going to be very simple. So I'm using these beans. I don't know what you call it in your language, each one of you. So I'm using these beans, and for that I have peeled, washed and cleaned these beans. I have taken about 250 grams without peeling, and with peeling I think it must have become about 150 grams. And then I have washed and cleaned these three onions because I want some gravy, and two medium-sized tomatoes. See, if you want gravy, then you can increase your onions. If you don't want too much gravy, you can decrease your onions. Okay, so having said this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these beans in the cooker, and I'll give it two whistles, and I'll chop up these onions and tomatoes. I'll fry these onions brown, and then I will fry the tomatoes also a little bit, and then we'll grind all this together and I'll show you further what to do. Okay, so I've chopped up the onions now. I've chopped up these tomatoes, and I'm using about 50 to 60 grams of minced mutton to give it a nice flavor. I'm using this. Okay, now here I've put on a cooker pan, and into this I will pour about 2 tablespoons of oil, and as soon as the oil is hot, I'll drop in these chopped onions. We want these onions to be nicely golden brown. Okay, so let this fry up. So the onions are getting nicely fried. It has to get a very good brown film over it, but overall this is a very easy dish. You know, when you explain it, you have to explain it slowly so that people will understand what you're saying and how to do it. But then once you understand how it's made, then you will realize it is like simple and nothing, and it will be ready in a jiffy. So I hope you're getting a good view of these onions getting fried. They are almost done. So at this stage, I'll put in these chopped tomatoes. They are chopped it big because in any case we are going to put this in a mixie and grind it, or a blender or whatever. But we'll grind it and get it into a slurry or a smooth paste, whatever you call it. Okay, so now let the tomatoes get soft and mushy. I'll add a little bit of salt so it will fry up faster. I'm adding half a teaspoon of rock salt. Stir that up. So let it get nice and soft. And I'll take it down, put it in a mixie, and I'll grind it. You can use a hand blender also. In the meanwhile, the peas are nicely cooked to perfection. There you go. So I wanted to show you this. Now after we grind this onion and tomato, and then I'll show you what next and how I'm going to do it. So here you go. I've put in the 50 to 60 grams of minced mutton. As I told you, I'm using it for just for flavor. See, you can. I have minced mutton at home, so I'm using it. If you have chicken also, you can use, and if you have more also, you can use. Okay, you can use as much as you want. I had this little bit, so I'm just using it, for the flavor purposes. You can add more. There's no restrictions to that. You can add more if you like, but do it just for this recipe. You will have to add chicken mince, mutton mince, lamb mince, or anything, but don't try not to add the pieces. Okay, Now I put it into this because it has that all those lovely flavors left behind by the onions and tomato. See, that's given a good color. So now at this stage I'll put in some ginger garlic paste, about a teaspoon. Stir that too very well. Let all the raw smell go. And to that I'll put about a teaspoon of mutton masala. If you don't have mutton masala, you can use just some jeera, that's cumin, haldi, and dhania, and some chili powder. You can just use that much. I had this, so I'm using it. It's as simple as this. Whatever you have at home, you use. Okay. And now into this, I will use about half a teaspoon of coriander powder. That's dhania powder. Half a teaspoon of haldi powder. That's turmeric powder. And half a teaspoon of garam masala. And stir this all very well. So we'll add a little more of oil, another 1.5 tablespoon, and we'll fry the masala really well. Okay. So here's the mixie that we have ground the mixture, and now I'll put it in here, and we'll stir this well. Stir this very well. Okay, and we'll add some water to this. I've added 1 cup of water in the mixie with the masala and mixed it into this. Okay, stir it well. And now we will add in these beans. Okay, and I'll stir this well and let it come up to a boil. If you want gravy, you leave it at this stage, and if you don't want gravy, you just try to drain out the gravy. Okay. If you have kasturi methi, you can use it, and if you don't have, you don't have to. I have a lot of kasturi methi, so I'm not crushing it. I'm using it just the way it is because I have a lot. Okay. Always try to use ingredients that you have at home. So here you go, everyone. This is how it is looking right now. Okay, and I want it at this stage because the thing is that I'm making some masala rice and chapati, so I need it for that. So this stage I will switch it off. If you want it a little more thicker, you can. If you want it a little more thinner, you can. Okay, I'll plate it up and show it to you. So there you go, everyone. This is the mutton mince and the peas that we put and made this lovely thick gravy or sabji for rotis. I'm going to have it today with some biryani rice, that is kushka rice. I'm going to have it, and I'll have it with some salad, that is onions and cucumber I will have. So I hope all of you like this preparation, and hope all of you will try this at home. So take care, everyone. God bless.